We all have hopes and dreams, but so often we struggle to turn them into a clear picture of the future. Instead of feeling adrift, you chart a course guided by your inner compass. The future no longer feels like a guessing game, but a story that you are writing with purpose. When tomorrow feels uncertain, imagine crafting a roadmap drawn from your deepest values and dreams. Let's learn how to outline your ideal future, step by step. Ever felt unsure about where you are going? Let's turn that uncertainty into a clear, inspiring vision of what's ahead. Welcome back to the series on how to outline your future. If you watch my other videos, you might remember this process already, so let me expand it a little bit more in this video. We all have hopes and dreams, but so often we struggle to turn them into a clear picture of the future. Sounds familiar? The good news, you don't need a supernatural foresight, just a method to translate your dreams into a certain direction. Step 0. Set up the right environment. If you're like me, music might help you separate from everything for just a moment and reflect. Create your planning playlist. All the songs that help you reflect. Clean up your desk, take a piece of paper and be ready to start defining your journey. Step 1. Anchor yourself in core values. Ask what matters most to you. Freedom, growth, community. By knowing what you treasure, you ensure your future aligns with who you are at your heart. For instance, if you value creativity and impact, your future might center around the role that you create something meaningful that touches your life. If you want to grow your career, it will probably be about self-development and various challenges that you can take up. Why we start here? Values gives you a great starting point to frame the rest of your plan. It's a compass. It helps you set the direction. Step 2. Divide the piece of paper into 4 areas: physical and health, financial and career, family and friends, and personal development. Now take a step and turn on your imagination. Start with one area that resonates the most with your values. What does happiness mean to you in this particular area? What do you do or you feel like? Are there any other people around you? Try to be descriptive as possible. Now take a step back. Are there any common themes around these blocks? Try to draft 1 or 2 sentences that could summarize it and what would form a first draft of your vision. Don't worry if it's not perfect. You'll refine it as you go with it. Having it though helps you to have a compass that guides your decision in more difficult moments. Step 3. Identify long-term goals that reflect what you wrote. One way of doing it is to take each sentence and try to define a goal that it represents. At this stage, be specific. Instead of "I want success," define something more tangible. I want to run my own design studio, for example, in 5 years. Or I want to help 100 people improve their skills. Step 4. Prioritize. Which of goals feel the most relevant to you? Which ones feel like they can get you closer to where you want to be in the future? Try to force the prioritization within each of the areas. Of course, the objective is to work on all of them, but it can help you prioritize if suddenly you won't be able to dedicate enough time to it. Step 5. Break big goals into smaller milestones. Big dreams can feel overwhelming. Splitting them into steps makes progress feel achievable. For example, if your goal is to launch a design studio, initial milestones might include taking a relevant course, building a portfolio, then finding your first client. Each milestone is a step on the ladder that brings you closer to your dream. Step 6. Use visualization to keep the picture vivid. Vision boards are powerful tools. Gather images, words, and symbols that reflect your desired future, places you'd like to live, career that excites you, and the lifestyle that you envision. Sticking to the studio example, it can be inspiring workspaces, happy clients, design books, or uplifting quotes. Seeing these every day reminds you what you're working towards and keep motivation alive. Step 7. Review and adjust regularly. You'll hear me saying often that futures aren't static. As you grow and learn, your goals may evolve. That's normal. Set a system that helps you review these goals and the progress that you're making on a regular basis. Maybe it's monthly or quarterly. Ideally, weekly check-ins on how you are progressing can help you stay on track and adjust more often as life throws more at you and more urgent stuff to do. Ask, Are my priorities still the same? Am I excited about these goals? Do I need to tweak my milestones? By staying flexible, you ensure that your future outline serves you as you develop. Be careful not to change it only because you don't feel like doing something. Agree with yourself up front. What are the conditions that you can allow yourself to make bigger changes to the plan? Of course, as you go through, everything will keep changing, and that's fine, as long as you always navigate around those goals that you set out to do. These steps transform uncertainty into clarity. Instead of feeling adrift, you chart a course guided by your inner compass, marked by actionable goals and visualized through inspiring pictures. You are not guessing your future, you are designing it. Imagine flipping through that outline a year from now. You've taken some courses, networked with mentors, created a vision board that is full of energy. You've ticked off some of the milestones, learned from setbacks, and adjusted your path. Each action you've taken, inspired by your outline, brings you closer to the life that you want. This isn't magic, it's the power of intentional planning. Once unsure, now you at least have a sense of direction. You know what to focus on, when to say yes, when to say no, and what to leave behind. The future no longer feels like a guessing game, but a story that you're writing with purpose. Think what your future self would tell you right now when you are set out to draft this vision. Ready to start outlining your future? Give it a try. Take a time to switch off and just start writing. Remember, outlining your ideal future is not about predicting every detail. It's about creating a guiding framework that taps into your values and inspires your actions. Start small and stay flexible as you embrace the journey. Over time, you'll look back and see how these steps design the life that you truly own and it really feels like yours.